King Midas was a wealthy man. He had overflowing chests of gold. His palace gleamed with golden statues. Each one was worth more than a king's ransom. Midas loved his gold more than anything. Every day he counted his riches. He dreamt of them at night. Midas was never satisfied. He yearned for more wealth. His desire for gold was a burning fire. It could never be quenched. He craved the power that came with even greater riches. The king wished for a magic touch. He wanted everything he touched to become solid gold. One day a sly wizard came to Midas. He offered the king his wish. Midas would have the golden touch. The wizard warned him of the consequences. Greed, he cautioned, could lead to ruin. But Midas, blinded by his desire, accepted the gift without hesitation. At first, Midas was ecstatic. He transformed roses into shimmering gold. He turned stones into precious nuggets. The world, it seemed, was his to turn into treasure. He reveled in his newfound ability. He saw no end to the possibilities. His heart swelled with pride, but his joy was short-lived. When he sat down to eat, his food turned to gold. He reached for his daughter, but she too turned into a lifeless golden statue. Horror gripped Midas. He realized the true cost of his greed. His golden touch wasn't a gift, it was a curse. Desperate, Midas rushed back to the wizard. He begged him to reverse the curse. He'd give anything to undo the damage. He saw the pain his greed had caused. He finally understood the wizard's warning. Greed indeed led to ruin. The wizard, seeing Midas's regret, took pity on him. He instructed him to bathe in a specific river. The river, he said, would wash away the curse. It would also cleanse him of his greed. Midas, eager to right his wrongs, did as he was told. As Midas bathed, he felt the greed washing away. He emerged from the river a changed man. He no longer yearned for riches, he only wished for his daughter back. He touched her golden form with a trembling hand. His heart leaped as she returned to flesh and blood. Midas, once the wealthiest king, lost his fortune. He gave away his gold. He used it to help his people. He learned that true happiness doesn't come from material possessions. It comes from love, kindness, and generosity. One day, a beggar came to Midas's court. He was weary and hungry. He asked for help. Midas, remembering his own lesson, welcomed the beggar. He shared his food and gave him shelter. The beggar, unknown to Midas, was a god in disguise. He was testing the king's transformation. Impressed by Midas's humility, the god revealed his true identity. He commended Midas for choosing compassion over greed. Midas, though no longer rich in gold, was rich in spirit. He lived out his days content. He was loved by his people. He learned that true wealth lies not in what you possess, but in the goodness of your heart. And that, my friends, is a treasure more valuable than all the gold in the world.